Welcome, everybody, to the College Basketball Preview Show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. Tonight, we're going to look at a big matchup in the Big Ten as the Maryland Terrapins will travel to Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers in a game between two teams that have played very well as of late. Now, Maryland faced off against Rutgers in their last game, and they looked impressive. Maryland's defense gave up 81 points. Not impressive, but it didn't matter because the offense was so good. They scored 90 points in the first, 90 points. In the first half, they scored 49 alone, and they never looked back on their way to the win. Maryland shot 44.6% for the field and 37% from behind the three-point line. Derek Queen has been a matchup nightmare all year for opposing teams, and he put up 29 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. 2 games ago against Ohio State, Maryland didn't play as well. They ended up losing 73-70. But they sit with an 18-6 record. They've gone 12-12 against the spread this year, and the over is hit in 14 of those games. Maryland is averaging 82.8 points per game, while their defense is giving up 66.5 points per game. The offense is ranked 21st, while the defense is ranked 44th in the country. Queen has been the top player overall this season, averaging 15.5 points a game, while shooting 53.3% from the field. In this game, it's going to be about the offense putting on a show and putting the pressure on the Cornhuskers. Now, Nebraska is playing with all kinds of confidence right now. And they have won 4 straight games. And this was after a bad losing streak that put them outside of the NCAA tournament bubble. Now they're firmly in with most places at like a 10 seed. Now, the 2 home games against Wisconsin, they had 2 home games against Washington where they were able to secure the 86-72 victory. And in the last game against Ohio State, they were able to pick up the 79-71 win in a game that was tight until the last 3 or 4 minutes when the Cornhuskers pulled away. Nebraska shot 52% from the field and 33% from behind the three-point line. Bryce Williams is playing out of his mind right now, and he put up 24 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and there were 3 different players for the Cornhuskers that put up at least 14 points. Nebraska sits with a 16-8 record overall, and they've gone 14-10 against the spread. The Cornhuskers have gone 10-2 straight up at home. Nebraska is averaging 76.2 points, while their defense is giving up 71.2 points per game. The offense is ranked 125th in the country, while the defense is ranked 169th. Bryce Williams is averaging 19.4 points per game while shooting 47.5% from the field. They're going to need him to be an X factor in this game. Now, Nebraska has won 22 of its last 24 night games at Pinnacle Bank Arena. They're tough to beat there. Maryland has lost 6 of his last 7 road games against conference opponents. Now, right now, the point spread favors Nebraska, but just by a half a point, so basically non-existent. Now, when we look at these 2 things, Maryland looks like right now they're firmly in the NCAA tournament field. Nebraska needs this win. At 16-8, they get to win tonight. They sit pretty for the rest of this season. A loss, and they could have some issues. Give me the home squad here. Maryland overall has been good this season, but they have struggled away from home. They've gone 2-5 away from home, straight up as an underdog. They have gone straight up as an underdog. They have gone 1-3. Bryce Williams is a top player on the court here, and even though Queen has been good, he isn't going to have his best game here. Nebraska will run up the score, and they will cover the spread here. By run up the score, I mean this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a fairly close game, but I think in the end, the Nebraska Cornhuskers at home are the better bet. I'm going to take Nebraska on the money line straight up to win this game. I'm going to feel really good about it. I'm going to go to BetMGM, the top-rated sports book for betting on college basketball, and I'm going to lay my money on Nebraska. All right, guys, make sure you follow me on X at Grueling Truth. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Make sure you check out BetMGM, the top sports book for betting on college basketball. If you want to bet on BetMGM, you can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. And for guys, also, check out thegruelingtruth.com for all your sports betting needs, for all your sports history, sports news, whatever you want. You name it, we got it on The Grueling Truth. For now, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.